What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nicholas. Today we're doing a product review for Invisalign, uh, the clear braces. So I decided to get Invisalign because my bottom row was pretty, in my opinion, I think it's pretty jacked up. People tell me that they're not that bad, but I guess it's in comparison to someone else who has worse bottom row teeth than I do. I just don't like the way they look. So I wanted to get the bottom row done, and when I went to the orthodontist, she got me. And basically, I decided to get the top and the bottom row after talking to her. My top row isn't that bad in comparison to my bottom row, but my outside teeth are right here. They are, facing out like this as opposed to on an angle, the way it's supposed to be. Um, so I'm on tray number one. The trays in my mouth is tray number one, set number one of 62. Um, the first 8 trays that I have to change weekly. So I'm about to change these trays and put tray number 2 in. And we're going to keep the process going. Now, when you get them, you go into your orthodontist, and if you have teeth that need to be turned or repositioned or moved around, they put these little markers on your teeth. Some of my teeth have them, mostly like the canines here, here. The ones on the bottom that they're moving, like these have it, this one has it, these on the top have it. So they put these little markers on there, and then as you go through your process, they use those markers to help pivot and move in space and move your teeth around along your gum line. So that's how it works. What comes in the set? So with my Invisalign, I got this nifty box here, right here, and inside the box I have a bunch of different clear packages that have like the different set of Invisalign teeth trays in them. So this is the tray that I have in my mouth now. So when I take this out, I'm gonna clean them, I'm gonna brush them, and I'm gonna stick them back inside this package. And then I'm gonna go for package number 2. So this is the full. This is packages 2 to 8, right here, 2 to 8. So as I go along in the process, I'm just gonna keep switching them out as I get them. As I'm using them, and I'm gonna put the old ones in the plastic bags, and I'm gonna keep it. They tell you as you switch the trays out, you want to keep them in case you have to go backwards, or I should say you get lazy, and you get lazy along the process. So if you gotta go backwards, you got your old trays, so don't throw them away. That's one thing they tell you. What else do they give you? So let me move this out the way. The next thing they give you, at least my particular orthodontist, what she gives us this nice little box right here. And inside the box, there's a little instruction booklet that tells you like the use and care. And then she also gives you, this is what actually comes in this box are these 2 cases. These are for each case, depending on which case color you like, either your red or your blue. You only get 2 options. This is used to put your trays in when you're eating. So they tell you when you go eat, you take your trays out, boom, boom, you put them in here. Okay? That way, you don't put them in a napkin, you don't put them in a napkin, you don't leave them on the table or on the side of your plate, because you're going to forget to put them back in. You put them in the case, so you see the case and you think to put them back in your mouth, or you just take the case with you. That's so that you don't lose the tray. You basically have to wear these things for 22 hours a day. So it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. 22 hours a day for me is not so bad. The only time that you take them out is when you're eating. So, if you're like me, eat multiple times a day, I eat pretty quickly. It's not that bad. So, that's that. So what else I decided to do is I kept the box that they gave me, and I took it out, and inside of the box now I got my blue case, I have my Colgate toothpaste, I have some floss. I also have a hard floss, like a little green Colgate floss. And I have a portable toothbrush. I got this portable toothbrush here. I haven't used it yet. So this comes with me pretty much everywhere I go. Eventually I'm going to evolve my game and step it up a little bit, and I'm going to get like a little pouch to put everything in so that I'm not carrying around this Invisalign box. It's kind of cheesy, but hey, this is what I got to do now. Basically, I go to work, I go to school, and I bring this with me. I leave it in the car. If I go to work, sometimes like I'll bring a couple of the items in with me. If I need to floss while I'm, if I eat while I'm at work, I rinse my mouth out, I floss, and I just make sure that there's nothing in between my teeth. The reason that they do that is because, like, for me personally, they file down the teeth that are in the back of my mouth, in between the spaces in between the teeth. They filed it down, and they do that so they can shift the teeth back. Because for me, I have crowding in the front of my mouth, so I guess they're gonna shift teeth away from the front and onto the sides. So for me, they file the teeth down in between on the back, and I guess they're gonna shift them back. So I have to make sure I got floss with me to get the food out of my spaces along the sides. So that's that. So the maintenance and the cleanings. This is where the tires meets the road. All right. You're wearing the braces pretty much 22 hours a day. The only time you take it off the only thing you're supposed to take it off is either to brush your teeth, to floss, or to eat. Okay? What I do is, all day long they're in my mouth. When I eat, I take them out, I eat my food. After you eat, you're supposed to floss, brush, and rinse before you put the trays back in. You're also supposed to, let me see if I can take it out just to give you guys an idea. You're also supposed to brush the trays. You brush them and you rinse them off. Give me a second here, YouTube. Alright, so this is number 262. Alright, so this is what it looks like. This is what they look like. This is my bottom, and this is my top. Oh, this is my top. They go just like that. So when I put it in the back, and when I want to pull it out, I go all the way to the back, and I start by pulling from over here, pull them off, pull them off, pull them off, pull them off, pull them off. Same thing with the top. So when you eat, you basically want to brush your teeth, floss and then brush your teeth, whichever side you choose. You rinse your mouth out. Then after you get finished brushing, you brush the tray, rinse it off, and you put it back in your mouth. For me, it's not that hard. I'm only on week number 1, but I can imagine at some point I'm probably going to get tired of it. I've already had it in for a whole week. I have to change every week on Tuesday. So I just got to make sure that I'm staying on top of things. Eating doesn't seem to be so bad for me. At first, when I got them, I didn't think it was so bad in the first couple of hours, but 5 hours in, my front teeth, because I guess in the first tray they're moving these teeth right here. Man, by the end of the first day, I couldn't bite into anything with these teeth. I had to cut my food up into little pieces, put it in my mouth, and then chew with the molars in the back. Couldn't bite into anything. I wanted to eat an apple, but my fronts was hurting just too much. Couldn't do it. So you want to eat, gentle foods, or I guess just toughen up. It's gonna happen. The teeth are gonna hurt. It's not a real pain for me. It's more of like a soreness that you have, and then I guess you get used to it, and then it goes away. Eventually, like now where I'm at the end of the week. I guess all the movement has already been done. So my mouth doesn't hurt anymore. But I'm about to pop these tray number 2s in, and I can imagine at some point, some of my gums or teeth are gonna hurt as well. So for a person like me, I like to munch all day. I find myself rinsing a lot and brushing a lot, even at work. So you just got to get used to taking it in and out, because sometimes like you'll pull the markers off. Like I already pulled off like 3 or 4 of the markers. So in 8 weeks when I go back, they're gonna take off all the markers, put them all back on, and make sure everything is good to go. Like I said, when I go to work, I bring my little portable pouch. I don't really eat anything at work, so it's not that big of a deal. They say if you can drink tea and coffee and juice, but after you get finished eating or drinking, and especially if you drink something, you want to rinse your mouth out really good, because you don't want the sugar to stay on your teeth and give you cavities. So for me, every time like I'm drinking tea, I get finished with the tea or the juice, I rinse my mouth out a couple of times. I don't really drink soda, so I don't have to worry about that. Pain and discomfort, I would say on a level from 1 to 10, it was about an 8. And just in the front, the sides didn't really bother me that much. But, we'll see how tray number 2 goes. And that's it. The only other discomfort that I had was, I used the bottom row because it was really annoying. On your bottom row, and this is where your tongue is. Like when I first got it, I thought it was kind of bad. And then as I went the first 2 days, and my tongue got cut up really, really, really bad. So if I was you guys, what I would do is, and I'm actually going to do another video on this next. You get your tray, you put it in, and you rub your tongue along the edges, like around here. And you see where you have like any sharp edges. And then what you want to do is you want to get yourself an emery board or like a nail filer, an automatic one. And you just want to go along the side of it and just file that down. Because when I tell you I cut up my tongue was really, really, really badly cut up. And I almost contemplated like getting rid of these things because of the discomfort that I had on my tongue, not so much from the discomfort that I had in my gum line from the teeth moving. For me, the kicker was the tongue, man. It just hurt too much. So if you guys have any questions, comments, just leave them in the field below. If you guys like the video, like it. Subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna drop much more content regarding the Invisalign, and just little upgrades or tweaks here and there that you can do to just make your Invisalign process go along. I will be uploading another video just to show some progress once I get to, being that I got 62 trays, so I'll do an update video at 20. I'll do an update video at 20, 30, 40, and another one at 60. So pretty much every 20 trays, I'll do, matter of fact, I'll do one every 10. So I got 62 trays, so I'm going to do 6 update videos. Every 10 I'll do one. So I'm on tray number 2 now. In another 8 weeks, I'll do another one. And then every 10 after that, I'll do an update video just to show you the progress of my teeth and where I started and where I'm going. Again, you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the video below. Leave it in the comment bar below. My opinion is I like Invisalign so far. But then, ask me in the next video. I'll see if my opinion is still the same. Alright, later YouTube.